welcome to Grommet Live. I am back yet again. Are you guys tired of me yet? I have had a lot of shows, and tonight I was supposed to be here with my amazing co-host, Greg Roulette. But as you may have heard in the news, unless you are living under a rock, that there are hurricanes in Florida. I'm curious if anyone is on here from Florida. So let me know in the chat. And it looks like the chat is already going crazy. I'm so happy. I love that. You guys know how I feel about the chat. So thank you guys for being here. And I see Masami in the house. We've got Peeler Rollett in the house. We have got Good Timer. All of the makers are here. And what a treat, you guys. I love these shows when we get to have on a special live guest at the end of the show. And that is definitely happening tonight. And the surprise guest that we get to have on these shows is always going to be, at least on the Wednesday shows, it's going to be the product of the week winner from one of the previous shows. And so this one, I'm going to keep you in suspense as to which one it is. But I am sad to say I actually haven't gotten the product yet. But fortunately, the maker is going to be here. He's going to tell us all about it, demo it for us. I can't wait to get it because it is one of those products that is such a problem solver. And the problem that it solves is a big one in my world. And it's going to make a big difference when it gets here. So I can't wait for that. And I just want to say hello to everybody. And thank you guys for being here. It is Wednesday evening. And so Wednesday nights are the nights when on Grommet Live, we get to show you, we get to sort of unveil some of the best new product launches from the week. And you might know that on Grommet, it's so cool because they launch about 15 to 20 new products every single week. I don't know how they do it. I don't know where they find them all. But actually, I say that and I realize now that that so many, they have a backlog. People are sending their new inventions and products and they're trying to get them on as quickly as they possibly can. But it takes time because we can only do so many launches on Grommet Live and on their website and all of that. So anyway, so lots of good things to come in Q4. That I can tell you. And the ones that are on tonight will definitely not disappoint. I think you guys are going to love them all. Let's see. Sherry's saying hi to James or Lynn at Masami. So I am guessing, Sherry, that you met one of them at one of the beauty shows that you've been going to because Sherry invented a very cool hairbrush that it's called the Gentle Brush. And it is actually designed so that if you have fragile hair that breaks or, maybe you or someone you know is undergoing chemotherapy, this is a brush that is very, very gentle on the hair, and it's really quite brilliant. So we are going to have her on one of these days. I can't wait for that, but I'm guessing that's how she knows Masami. And yeah, and it is Lynn who's in the house. I'm so happy, Lynn, that you're here. Okay, so in case you are new to Grommet Live, welcome, no matter where you are tuning in from. And it might be Facebook, it might be LinkedIn, it might be YouTube, who knows? And it could be any different page on those because we've got them on quite a few different pages and all of that. But what makes live shopping so much fun, in my opinion, and I would guess if you've been here before, you would agree, it is all about the chat. And I point that way because that's where it is on my screen. But the chat is what makes this so much fun because that's where we get to meet the makers. That's where you guys as viewers get to ask the makers questions. You get to give them virtual high fives, congratulate them on bringing their product idea to life. And this is also where you get, partially where you get to enter to win one of two products that I'm going to be giving away during this show. So right there, you're seeing the QR code. So you can just click that QR code with your phone, enter very quickly, and that puts you in the running for one of the two products. Now I'm going to announce one of the products halfway through the show, and then I'm going to save the other product for the end of the show. And you're going to want to stay till the end anyway, because it's always so fun when we have a maker on and you get to, hear the whole story behind the product and find out why they won product of the week. Because this one, from what I understand, was just sort of a runaway winner. So that's always super exciting. But the other thing I want to tell you about, in addition to entering right there, is that because you guys are here live, you can double your chances of winning one of those giveaways. And it's very easy to do. All you have to do is put one word in that chat. And that one word is, who knows it? I know a lot of you guys do. It is giveaway. Just say giveaway, and our producer Jen is keeping tabs on all of that, and she will do another entry for you. And the other thing I would love for you guys to do as we're going along, if you see a product that you're loving, let me know in the chat, because that just might sway me as to which products I give away during the show. And that's definitely been the case lately. So that always makes it even more fun if you're getting what you actually want, kind of like Christmas, and you sit on Santa's lap and you tell him what you want, and then every once in a while it happens, and that just might happen. And welcome to Monica, who just jumped on, and we're getting lots of people doubling their chances to win tonight. How come I never get to enter? Jen, do I get an entry? I want to win, and I know which one I want to win too. Okay, guys, without any further ado, we are going to jump into our first product of the night. And let me grab my notes right here. I think this is the one that I was really very excited. I mean, I'm excited about all of them, but you're about to see why I'm so excited about this one in particular. As you're seeing right there, the picture right there, and then underneath is the QR code. That is, if you're wanting to purchase the ice cream canteen, you would do it with that QR code right there. But I also want to make sure everybody understands that by clicking the QR code doesn't mean you're buying necessarily, unless you really want to buy. I really want to make it clear that half the reason the QR code is there is because you're upvoting the product. And these products that we're showing tonight, they're all in the running for product of the week. And so they are hoping to get more and more upvotes. So you guys have a chance to really help them out tonight. And again, all you're doing with that QR code is giving them sort of a thumbs up. We love your product, which of course feels amazing to the inventors and makers to know that from all of you. And then by doing that, sort of as a thank you from the maker, you're getting 20% off. So you're going to be getting a discount, a discount code or coupon that you can keep in your file on Grommet. And whenever you want to use it, it could be a year from now, you can use it then, or you can use it tonight. So it's just a total win-win on every level, because again, don't be shy with the QR code, because you're not committing to buying anything. All you're doing is getting 20% off should you decide to buy it down the road. So I think hoping that makes sense. If it doesn't, let me know. Okay, guys, we have all seen the insulated mugs, and in fact, I've got one right here. You guys know these. They're everywhere, right? And on Grommet, we've even shown some insulated bowls. Rigwa is a brand that does amazing insulated bowls. But I have never seen until now an ice cream pint insulator. And here it is. And maybe you guys have, because it wasn't until I started researching that I found out that this was a Shark Tank product. And this actually has just been killing it. And so every once in a while, I'm living under a rock. I don't know about these products until I see them on Grommet. And that just makes it so much fun for me. But so let me know if you guys already knew about this awesome, awesome product. It was developed by a gentleman named Jordan Stern. And Jordan was hiking through, I think it was Yosemite National Park, and with one of these guys, and thinking, evidently he loves ice cream, and was thinking, why can't we develop one of these for ice cream? Duh, it's when I saw this, I thought, why not? And maybe you're thinking, well, ice cream stays in the freezer. Why do you need that? And you just have a scoop and you eat it so fast anyway. Why do we need to keep it cold? But the more I started thinking about it, the more brilliant I thought this was, because how great when you're eating it. And let's be honest, sometimes we do eat a whole pint all by ourselves. When I was pregnant, boy, that mint chip from Baskin Robbins, every night I had that. But so this fits a pint of ice cream, the Ben & Jerry's, the, Haagen-Dazs, Baskin Robbins, just the typical pint. It will fit that. You just plop it right in there, and it's going to keep it cold for hours. So what I love is that I can be sitting by the fire. I can be just watching TV and eating out of my pint, and my hands aren't getting cold at all. But my ice cream is staying really cold while I'm eating it, and I can take my time. I don't have to gulp it down because it's going to melt. And when I'm thinking about, if maybe you're going to somebody's house for dinner and you're in charge of dessert and you want to keep it cold on the way there, or something else that came to my mind is, what if you're going grocery shopping? How many times, in fact, I was just at Trader Joe's and just bought a pint of ice cream and had to stop at the office on the way home. But that was on my mind. Oh God, if I stop at the office, it's going to melt all over my car. Can I not stop at the office? But had I brought this with me, I could put it in here and leave it in the car, leave it in the hot car even, and it's going to stay cold. So this is so brilliantly designed. I mean, first of all, it is, sort of the thing we're used to is that insulation, but they really took it to a whole different level. This is actually triple walled. If I have that, I want to make sure I get the stats right on this. It has a watertight seal, so there is not a chance that this is going to leak. It is also copper lined. So in addition to mostly what we're used to is the double wall insulation, not heard a lot about copper lining. So I don't, I'm sure those less expensive bottles definitely don't have that, but this has that. The other thing, this is version number 2. So the first one, I think the one that was on Shark Tank would have been probably version number 1.0. This is 2.0. And so this just recently launched. I want to show you how cute their little branding is right there. And I believe they got a deal with Lori Grenier. Are they in the chat? I would love to know. I didn't see this episode, so I'm not 100% sure. But if they are in the chat, let us know about that because I'm really curious. And the other thing is it was a big Kickstarter product. So they actually 6 times what their goal was on Kickstarter. They very quickly raised, I think it was almost $125,000 on Kickstarter with this. So clearly a demand to keep the ice cream cold. And I love the colors. I have the mint green, and I love the names of the colors too, that's always so much fun. They also have a coconut white. They have a blueberry blue, and they have a strawberry pink. And my apologies that I don't have them with me to show you, but they're all very ice cream like. It just kind of puts you in the spirit of that. And if you know someone in your life who loves ice cream, what a fun gift to give them. What something that is very unique and will solve a problem for them. Maybe you are going to somebody's house for some event and you are in charge of dessert. How fun to bring it in this and have this be the hostess gift. So you're bringing the dessert and the hostess gift in one. So I'm kind of in love with this. Vacuum sealed. What else am I missing here? Launched in 2017, but it's also like such a great accessory to a regular cooler. I mean, I could imagine maybe you're going on a picnic somewhere, or you're doing something down at the beach, and to be able to bring ice cream inside the cooler. So that's going to keep it that much colder. And then come dessert time, you open it up and you are definitely the hit of that party. And no one would expect that. And someone's saying perfect to bring it to the beach. Love that. I needed that when I ate most of the Ben and Jerry's. Wait a minute. Shoot, the chats are coming quick tonight. Most of the Ben and Jerry pints in one sitting in my 20s. I'm telling you, all during my first pregnancy. I don't know what it was about that one, but I had to have a pint of mint chip ice cream almost daily. Kind of scary. But what a fun product to kick off our show with. So thank you to Jordan. I'm sorry, I'm not positive if he's here or not, but I'm not seeing him in the chat. But thank you for bringing this to Grommet. I think this is going to be such a hit for gift giving during the holidays. And at first I was thinking, gosh, the timing is not great because don't you eat ice cream more in the summertime? But the more I think about it, ice cream is so year round. And it's more so in the wintertime that you want to eat it without your hands getting cold. So I kind of think the timing might be perfect for it. What do you guys think? Okay, so that was a fun one to kick it off, and we are going to move on with another fun one that just arrived today, and I was so excited to get it. I actually reached out to this maker personally and said, and it was kind of last minute, I said, would love to have you on the show because your product just looks so fun and so simple, and it's killing it on Grommet. And so I think it's neck and neck with another product for product of the week. So your guys' votes tonight really do make a difference. So definitely, if you think this is as cool as I do, or even cooler, then definitely use that QR code, give him an upvote because he deserves it. And this is, for rallying last minute to be here. And pretty much, I think he overnighted these even to me, sent me 3 of them. You're seeing it right there. This is called the Peeler Wallet. And I know he's in the chat. I saw him somewhere. It is Matt Caulfield who created the Peeler Wallet. And as you're seeing, it's a very, very sleek, modern design. I couldn't wait to see it in person because I thought it looked so cool in the colors. They did an amazing job with that. In the pictures. It's even cooler in person. I'm going to show you all the different colors. There's 3 colors that he sent me. The first one is the apricot. I'm in love with the apricot. This, I would love for you guys to vote to tell me which one you think, because this is always really helpful for makers, is on these live shopping shows, they get to hear from you what your feedback is on their product, because they're always thinking about what's coming next. And so finding out what colors you love is super helpful for the maker. So this is the apricot, super pretty, sort of a, I'm going to take it out of here, sort of a pastel kind of an apricot. Very cool. Logo right there. I'm going to show you inside in just a second. This is the light gray. Very just simple, but again, the perfect gray, very modern, sleek. We're going to go into all that detail. And then the last one is a sage green. So we've got the sage green, we've got the light gray, and we have got the apricot. What do you guys think? So let us know inside the chat. And let me tell you about this wallet. As simple as it is, what I love about it is so sleek and stylish and minimalist. And I do think that that is what people want right now. And that's just where we are, where the more simple, the more sleek, the more clean, the better. And this one is obviously, look at that silhouette. It's like as thin as you can imagine. It's made out of silicone. So it's as light as you can imagine and very pliable, very easy to clean. You're just going to wipe it when you want to clean it. I mean, you could take it in the shower with you if you wanted to, I would imagine. But the fact that it's so sleek and fits so much is so cool, because this right here, in fact, he was nice enough to send me cards to demo with, because I put exactly, because it can hold up to 8 cards in there. So 8 credit cards are in here, which is great. And then here's for the bills, and that can hold up to 15 bills, $1,500 bills if you would like some. But 8 cards, 15 bills in this teeny tiny guy. And one of the things I loved most about it when I saw it, and why I think so many people are upvoting it and loving it, is that price tag. $16 on Grommet, guys, for this. So talk about Christmas shopping early. If you know any minimalist kind of a guy that, and in the case of Matt, he was a big sports enthusiast, outdoor adventure kind of a guy, and he was tired of those big bulky leather wallets that made it so difficult for him to bring those with him when he would go on these outdoor adventures, that he started to play around prototyping and wanted to come up with something that he could carry, have all his essentials in, but wouldn't get in his way, wouldn't be bulky in his pocket. And that he did. And he started showing friends and family, and people just loved it. And so it's one of those things where you invent something for your own problem, and then it just resonates. And this one has resonated in such a big way. And he did such a great job with it. And I think, Matt, that this just recently launched. Would you let us know in the chat? Let's see, we're getting somebody loves green. Another, Monica loves the sage, which is the green. So that's the same. I've had this wallet for months, no wear and tear. I'm a peeler user for life. That's the thing. And my son lives down in San Diego, so I didn't have a chance to let him hold it, touch it, feel it. But I sent him your guys' website and I said, check it out. Tell me what you think. He thought it was so cool. And that's what he said. He goes, so durable. Silicone is going to last forever. And it's always going to look like it's brand new. And he, of course, loved the price point. So you are just checking all the boxes, Matt. You've done such a great job. Let's see, what any other colors people chiming in on? Oh, we've got apricot, a couple apricots here, and we've got one gray. So little combo, but I think sage might be winning, the green. Let's see what else. So anyway, guys, again, he is in the running for product of the week. So those QR votes count. And again, no skin off. I learned this last night from a few of you in the chat. No skin off your no. See, I said it wrong again. Everyone in the chat told me it's back. Somebody told me teeth. I used to say nose. No skin off your back to vote. And the other thing I want to show you is I do love the packaging too. Again, so simple, but so clean and nice and very giftable. Just very cool. And when you open it up, it says right there exactly what it holds. This peeler carries about 8 cards and 15 bills. It's durable and easy to clean. So as you guys are seeing on this show, people are getting better and better and better about recognizing the importance of the packaging and the entire customer experience, what the customer feels when it shows up at your house and they open it for the first time, sometimes is equally, if not more important than the product itself. In this day and age, when reviews are everything, if you are a maker or an inventor, take that extra time, spend a little bit of money to go the extra mile with that customer experience, because it goes a long way. And it's also, when you do that, it makes a product that maybe someone was buying for themselves, and it makes it all of a sudden you think, wow, this is a gift too, because it looks like such just a cool presentation that you think about all the people that you'd want to present that to and give it to. So Matt hit it out of the park in terms of that, and in terms of creating just a very simple, practical, but at the same time very stylish wallet. And I imagine, I know he developed it for himself, so mostly for guys, but I could see girls liking it just as much. I mean, the colors are great for unisex, but we don't love carrying around those big bulky things either. And so being, when we carry those little clutch purses, or if you have your bandy belt on, or your fanny pack, or whatever it is, instead of having a big bulky wallet, to be able to carry that and just take up almost no room in your little handbag, that's really brilliant. So maybe that's not your everyday wallet, but it's your going out wallet, or it's, whenever you, or you're doing your outdoor adventuring or what, it would fit perfect in the bandy belt. I featured that the other night and I love that. So good job, Matt Caulfield. Thank you for being here. Let's see. Lynn Powers is saying, got to get one for my son. Yes, I'm pretty sure my son's getting one as well. Both of my sons are getting one. So, and let me think, who's getting what color? I think I know. Very cool. Love that. Okay, let's move on to our next product. And then after this next product, we are going to do a product giveaway, which is so fun. And if you have not already entered, I'm going to have Jen put up the QR code one more time so that you can enter. And if you have not already said giveaway in the chat, or maybe there's already a product that I've shown you that you want to win, you're going to put that in the chat as well. And guys, I don't even think I hit this up top, but I'm going to hit it now. And that is how important that chat is. Because if you have never been here before, you might not realize, and I didn't realize till I started hosting this show, how much the social media platforms pay attention to what happens inside the chat. Now, do they read every single post that's made inside there? No, but they see when there's a lot of activity going on and people are staying on for a while, they're realizing, wow, there's something cool going on Grommet Live, which let's push this out to more people. And so that's how the ratings can go from, just have a few viewers on, and then before you know it, it's thousands. So we really want to get that chat going, because it's all about the makers getting their products out in front of more and more people. And that happens, as you guys know, on social media. It can happen like that. So if you like something, if you have a question about something, or if you just want to say something at all, please don't be shy. Put that in the chat. It is so appreciated. Okay, we are moving on to a favorite product of mine that has become one of my holy grail beauty products. I am in love with it, and it's so suitable for me, and everybody's hair is different, I know. This is a hair care line that I have really fallen in love with, and another one that I didn't know about until I got to have it on Grommet not too long ago. So that was my first introduction to it, and I did some research on it, and some really interesting kind of backstory to the product line. And then, of course, I couldn't wait to try it based on everything that I had learned. And so I did, and I have been using this product and absolutely loving it. I'm going to tell you the backstory first, and then I'm going to tell you why I love it so much. But let's start by just taking a look at it. How pretty is that? That green is something else. It's so pretty. And I have to tell you, I have a travel product line on HSN actually, and my hero product, if you will, is my beauty case. And over the years, I have probably done 40 colors and prints and styles and things. And the number one, the one that sold out first every single time, was this color. It was, we called it emerald. And it's just a hit every single time. And so when I saw this, it just really spoke to me. So it's so pretty in the shower. Just let me say that. And I have to ask you, Lynn, because I know you're here. I know you guys were considering coming out with like a ceramic, bigger kind of bottle that was refillable that you just keep in the shower. You don't throw it away. You can get the refills and put it in. Did that happen yet? Because I love that idea and I would love to see what the container turned out like if you did that. So let me know about that. But this is the shampoo that I'm showing you now. You're seeing it right there with the QR code there. That's actually a great price. I thought it was more than that. And you're thinking probably it's kind of a small bottle, but I will tell you that this lasts such a long time because you need very, very little of this shampoo. And again, I'm going to go into that in just a second, but just a little bit of a backstory because I love when I see this happen with a product. And so I think that's when a product can be so successful, when you have two people that both have brilliance in their own way in two different areas and they come together, and sort of that combination of those two strengths just makes an amazing product brand, product line. That definitely happened in this case. And I can think of another example of that we just highlighted the other night. That was Sarah Dillingham and her arthritis gloves. She was someone with arthritis, really struggling with that. And she paired up with a hand therapist that knew everything about hands. And together they formed, just a product line that's just killing it. This is definitely the case here. So there are two co-founders, and we have one of them inside the chat right now, and that is Lynn Power. And Lynn is actually the CEO of the company. So she is the head honcho, basically, running the show over there, doing all the magic. But in terms of the formulation, the magic of that is her co-founder, James Hammett. And James, it's really interesting because he's in the whole hair care world, and it was a stylist at Clairol and I think a couple other big companies, and did some of the formulations, and was also in charge of doing the hair on models at fashion shows, and would hear the models complaining over and over again about how treacherous it was on their hair. They'd have to get it dyed for some fashion show and then dyed later that same day for something else. And so their hair was it was taking such a toll on their hair. And so that really sparked something in James, and he wanted to create a product that was all natural, that all goodness in there, no chemicals, because our hair gets enough chemicals and enough heat and enough all of that gunk that is what makes it so unhealthy at times. And so wanted to create something that was really nourishing, that had none of the chemicals in it, and that not only made the hair look great right off the bat, but helped to really kind of heal it and nourish it over time so that it could be much healthier over time. And he partnered up with Lynn, who is brilliant in the marketing world. And in fact, she's partnered up with some of the biggest beauty brands, so very prominent in the beauty space. And the two of them, because she's so smart and so, gifted in terms of the branding and the marketing, and he with the product itself, came together and gave birth to this guy right here. So this is the Masami shampoo, and the entire Masami line is based around one product, one ingredient that is really their hero ingredient, and that's makabu. And that is harvested in broken down into all the products that they make. And so the one that I've been using is the shampoo. I also wanted to bring the styling cream because I got that here too. And I think that's on Grommet as well. My son is over the moon with this, and he has tried so many different styling creams. So I had to show that. But the smell of this shampoo, just that alone, it smells like you walked into a very fancy hair salon. Let me just say that, but not in a chemical way, in a very fresh and smells so good. Sort of for me, it's kind of a citrus. I'm curious, Lynn, do people think of it as a citrus scent? I was thinking driving over here, what is that smell? What is it that I love so much? And I know there are certain oils in here that would have that make sense. I believe there's an apricot oil, coconut oil, even a blueberry extract. But the key ingredients is that makabu. The scent is based on Casablanca lilies. Oh, wow. I don't know if I've ever smelled Casablanca lilies, but now I have. And it is, oh my gosh, I just want to keep smelling it and keep smelling it. I have to tell you, when I use this, I do get compliments. When someone hugs me, they'll say, I love the shampoo because, again, you need quarter. Lynn, correct me if I'm wrong on that. And what you'll find when I first started using it, I used too much of it because I'm used to, I think a lot of us are used to kind of judging how good a shampoo is by how much foam and how much lather we get, because that means it's doing a better job cleaning in our eyes somehow. But the reality is that that's not the case. And many times that can just be kind of fluff that's, baked into the product. So this one is not like that. So I put more because I was thinking I didn't put enough on, or my hair is really dirty because it's not, I'm not getting that lathery, soapy foam, if you will. And so that's not what happens with this, I later learned. So you do just need that little amount. It goes a long way. And I don't put it, and that could be just, I have very thin hair. And so I don't want a product that's going to weigh it down. This one doesn't. That's something else I like about it, is you're getting this clean, nourishing, but it feels very light and not weighed down at all. I'm noticing that I don't have to wash my hair as much as I did before because I think because all of that gunk is taken out of it. It's just, I don't know. Let's see. She's saying 1 or 2 times a week is enough. Okay. I didn't even know that, but I was thinking about that. I did wash my hair today, but I was thinking it's been a few days and I didn't even feel like I needed to necessarily wash it today, but I did. And so that is interesting to hear. The other thing, Lynn, I will say is I don't use conditioner that often when I'm using this because it's so nourishing and so moisturizing. I feel like I don't need it. And if I don't need to put something in my hair that's going to weigh it down, then I don't want to. And so every once in a while I do just kind of the ends of it. But even the shampoo, I will get the roots, but I focus more down. So anyway, again, goes a long way. The other thing I notice, and this could be just me, it could be placebo, I don't know. But as we get older and we wash and condition our hair in the shower, that sometimes I find that I'm putting a lot of hair down the drain. And lately, I'm noticing that I'm putting less and less hair down the drain. And that makes me so happy. And I don't know if I can attribute that to Masami or not, but something is helping. And so this is the one thing that I'm doing different. So I'm going to attribute it to this, whether that's the case or not. So let me know on that, Lynn. Many people can just use the shampoo. You're right. Okay. That is, and I have never been able to say that with a shampoo before. I always need conditioner. This one, I kind of just make up my mind on whatever day it is if I'm going to use conditioner. A lot of our customers say that Masami has helped eliminate hair fall. Great. That's okay. So I'm not crazy, but we don't have clinical testing on that. So that can be the Marcy guarantee or the Marcy claim is less hair fall. I've never, that is probably a term, hair fall. I'm thinking, I like that. I'm going to use that from now on. I think I'm having less hair fall. Whatever you have done with this formulation is brilliant. The scent, the fact that I can have a little bottle and it can go such a long way. The fact that it cleans with such a little amount, but at the same time makes my hair feel more clean than ever. So you guys have really, really done an amazing job with this. It's a weird term, but that's what people say. Thank you for that. I have not smelled the styling cream yet. I'm going to do that just for fun. Okay, that's not that's a different scent, but I like that too, but it's completely different. Evidently, according to my son, what he loves about it is it gives him a little bit of control. His hair does what he wants it to do, but it doesn't feel sticky and all of that. So he's a big fan of that as well. So great product line. I have not tried your other products yet, but I want to. I think there's one that is a shine serum, maybe. Would love to try that. And I mean, I'm sure they're all amazing. But these, you guys, these are high-end products. These are at those very fancy salons. They're the ones that they use to wash your hair in the bowl. And the fact that on Grommet, they're bringing it to you. And I love that with that Grommet discount, it is just over $30. It is regularly $38. So yep, it's a shine serum. She's going to send it to me. Yay. Okay, I will let you guys know about the shine serum. We'll see if I love that one just as much. Sherry's saying the fragrance is not overpowering. I have a lot of problem with fragrances. 100% Sherry. I probably should have said that because I started off talking about the scent. So you may have thought it's this overpowering. It's not. It's like that perfect subtle scent. And so it's just, just enough for sure. But it does, as I mentioned, when people hug you, they can smell. And so it's enough to make a difference, but it's not like perfume can be. Same scent, but it smells a bit different given we have different natural ingredients that balance it out. Yes. And I want to hit on that one more time, that the ingredients in this entire line are all natural. So there is no parabens, there's no sulfates, there's one more word that I always forget. No, I'm sure Lynn will tell us in there. But, vegan, all of the good stuff, none of the bad stuff. And that was James' original vision. And I forget how they actually met, but Lynn is very high powered in the beauty industry, as I have mentioned. Oh, and you know what, Lynn, I never know how to pronounce that. Phthalates. Did I say that right? I'm certain I didn't, but none of that either. But she was, I think, kind of skeptical of what he had created. Evidently, he worked 10 years on this formulation. And she said, well, I'll try it and I'll let you know. And she tried it and it was that good to where Lynn stopped her in her tracks and they partnered and they were off to the races with Masami. Pronounced like fat. Actually, so thank you so much for that. Who, you guys, it is so worth it. So worth it. Give it a try. You will love it. It's going to last forever. Not quite forever, but close. And you got to grab that QR code because it's really gives you that great discount that you can count on. They do have a big hunkin' one too. Really big, like the salon big. And Lynn, did you answer about the container where you can do the refills? I'm curious about that. I don't think I saw it, so maybe that is not out yet, but it's such a good idea. I hope you do that. Fantastic. Okay, guys, we are halfway through the show. We're more than halfway through the show, but we are ready to do our first giveaway. So this one's going to be easy for me because this is one of those things where you've got to try this to understand how great this shampoo is. So somebody is going to be winning a bottle of Masami shampoo. How great is that? So let me find out who it is. Yes, Masami, we have the 32-ounce salon size. So that's the big hunkin' one I was just talking about. That would last forever. I can't even imagine how long that's going to last. And Sherry's saying, I need some more shampoo. So she's hoping to win, but I already have the winner. And the winner is Mindy Wimberly. Congratulations, Mindy. You are the winner of Masami shampoo. So our producer Jen will be getting in touch with you and we'll get your shipping address and get this sent out to you. And our only ask of you is to let us know how much you like it and post about it if you can. That's even better. So again, congratulations to Mindy Wimberly. And if you did not win, it is not too late, guys. You can still enter the giveaway if you haven't using that QR code. And if you haven't already doubled your chances, now you can't triple your chances, but you can double them by putting inside the chat either giveaway or saying the product that you're wanting to win. So either one, we will take it, and that will allow you to double your chances. So good luck to everybody. Okay, we are going to move on to a very cool, smart product. My only regret in showing this to you, so I'm just going to let the makers know right off the bat, I can't turn it on because I didn't bring the cord, but I don't think that's really necessary. I think it's okay without that. You're seeing it right there, guys. This is called the Good Timer. And let me show it to you firsthand. And there's lots of different elements that I love about this. And we have Adam Ashley in the chat tonight. Adam is the creator of this amazing, well, I was going to say device. It's so much more than a device. But really what this is it's sort of like a family interactive game, or it's not a toy, definitely not a toy, but it's definitely a way for family to come together and to work on creating good habits not only in our children, although I know, Adam, that that's what you created it for, but this is just how I am. When I love a product, my mind goes and I think of all the other uses for it. So I have to share a couple other uses for it after we talk about the main use for it. But I thought it was so smart. A long time ago, or maybe you've never had kids, the value in what he's created with Good Timer. So there's a couple different elements to it. This right here is the Good Timer device. This is really designed for the kids. The other element, the other key element to it is the app that's tied to it. And the app does come with it. You get a free trial, and then you can upgrade from there if you want to. But the app is really designed for the parents. And so we'll get into that in a second. But what's super cool about it is clearly Adam did a great job designing something that would really speak to and resonate with kids. Of course, they all love the tech devices, so it definitely has tech to it. And again, I wish I could turn it on. I apologize that I can't, but I want to show you. It's customizable, so it comes with some very cool stickers. He actually decorated this for me, put my name on it, and then put a couple chores on it. So this is tied to good behavior, chores, just whatever sort of rules that you're wanting to put in place with your kids, or maybe it's for your grandkids, or maybe it's for your parents, or maybe it's for an adult. Who knows? And I'll get into that in just a second. But so starts with the customization of it. And then the app. And let me show you on my phone because I did download the app. Super easy to do. So there's the app right there. It asks you to set up a profile. So I put my son Colin in, and it asks you questions about Colin, or whoever your child is that you're doing it for. And they do recommend that you do one per child because basically it's, as I said, sort of customizable for that child. So one per child. So you're putting in all how old are they and all of that. And then so maybe it is that your bed has to be made every day, or you can't talk back to an adult, or whatever yours are. And then what happens is the kids get rewarded through this device. And so what is so cool is built into here are these coins that they can get for good behavior. And so if everything's going well, they pull a coin and it's tied to this here, which lights up. And there are different bars of light all the way across that when they get coins, it correlates to the bars lighting up. And so there are, I believe, 12 segments. And then these coins, so it's very visual, which I think really speaks well to kids, that they really respond to that. And when they're younger, they might not have a sense of time, but they know that they have the whole day to get this lit up and to get their coins. And it even comes with this cute little pouch that they can put their coins in. And you decide if they get, what can they buy with these coins? Can they get an ice cream cone? Can they get go to a movie with mom? So whatever it is, they turn their coins in for good behavior. And of course, if there's bad behavior, what this does is it again ties to the app and will give the parent an alert on the app that something didn't go well. But what's extra cool is that with this app, it also gives you parenting tools and advice through a blog. And this is all created by parenting experts. So if they're, not doing well on one of the house rules, it'll give you some tips to help them, really succeed with that. Let's see. Did you try pressing and holding the power button on the bottom in the center of the 3? I did. I was thinking, because I did charge it, but that's why I left the cord, is I thought once it was charged, there it goes. I'm so glad you put that in the chat. Now I'll try to turn my light down so you can see it better. I can do that. I'll even turn it off for you guys. Let's do that. Let's see. And then you can kind of hear it too. So basically, like, it'll even say, when you register in the app that he did something right, it'll say take a coin. And so then the kids kind of celebrate that they get to pull a coin out, and then they get to earn something. Now, Adam, tell me if I missed anything on that, because I know there's a lot of different elements to it, and it's kind of hard to go over it all in such a short period of time, but it's so smart. And I can just see kids loving this. And really, I can see how it would so positively change turn the light back on, behavior. Because my kids have always responded so well to positive reinforcement. And I feel like this, and what you've created, is all about positive reinforcement and giving them tools if something doesn't go well, to do better. So I love that. But of course, as I was mentioning, thinking of other ways to use this. My mom, my biggest challenge with her is getting her to drink water. And she's really forgetful right now and doesn't, when I say, how much water have you had? She has no idea, even though I bought her the bottle with all the markers on it. So I thought, what if she could use this, and every time she drinks an 8-ounce thing of water, she takes a coin out. So then she knows exactly how many glasses of water she has had that day, and she can turn in tokens to me, and I will take her out to dinner or who knows what. But I was thinking this could be so useful for anybody, any age. And, even my 18-year-old daughter, there's things that I'm still trying to get her to learn to do. And I'm thinking about creating a profile for her and tying her doing those things, like washing her car once a week. She gets a coin. When she gets 10 coins, we get to go shopping together, or whatever it is. So a million ways to use this for sure. And I know the main reason it was created and what you've done so brilliantly. In fact, they've got more than 13,000 happy customers writing amazing reviews for the Good Timer. So as you're thinking, kids are hard to buy for. The older we get, the more sort of out of touch we can feel with them, and family gifts are tough. This is a great family gift to give somebody, a great gift to give a parent to help them with their kids as they're, getting challenged. So anyway, really, really brilliant job, Adam. And how fun to have you guys on Grommet, because we don't have enough kid products. And this is one that's so unique and solves so many problems and so many challenges for parents and kids alike. So brilliant, brilliant. And yes, great for grandparents. When it's flipped upside down, it'll send, oh yeah, I forgot to mention that. So when, let's say, Courtney, my daughter, does not wash her car, then I flip it up, then it gets flipped upside down. That sends a notification to me on my app that she didn't wash her car. That's a bad example, but you know what I'm saying. And then it provides tips for me to help her know how to wash her car, but not that, but you know what I mean. So it's just, it's a win-win for everybody in the family, because the parents are learning parenting tips from experts. There's a particular doctor, and Adam, feel free to put it in the chat who it is, because the name escapes me, who does a bunch of work for them and provides really great information through the app. So I love that. Oh gosh. Okay, we are going to bring on, and let me see how to do this, because I have a new computer, guys, as of last night. And what I discovered tonight is I don't have enough ports in my new computer, which is a bit of a challenge. So I'm either needing to get a new adapter or a new computer. So I'm plugging in an adapter and hoping it works. I think it will. Okay, guys, so these products were all awesome. Thank you to all the makers for being here. Thank you, guys, to everybody in the chat who's been so supportive as well. That's always really, really helpful to the makers and to Grommet and to me. Love that. So thank you. And we are coming to the fun part where we get to bring on a maker live and in person, not just a maker, but a product of the week winner on Grommet. And the product that won product of the week is called Cord Brick. Who picked up a cord brick? Let us know in the chat. And there he is, live and in person, Nick Barnett. Do I have that correct? I want to make sure.
Barrett, but close enough.
Oh, I wrote down Barnett. I'm glad I asked.
Not the first time I've been called Barnett.
Okay, Nick Barrett, guys. Everybody say hi to Nick inside the chat and congratulate him for the big win. And I think it was a couple weeks ago. Sometimes it's hard to get these things scheduled, so I apologize for that. But nonetheless, you're here. And I don't have the product in my hands to show it. I'm sure that you do. So I would love, Nick, for you to just, for those who know nothing, tell us all about it and why you came up with it, how you came up with it, and we'll go from there.
Sure. Pretty simple answer there. I'm a lazy guy, and I just was tired of dropping my phone cord off the side of my bed. And I thought, why don't I just create a brick? And then I looked at the competition and I thought, well, I need to differentiate my product a little bit. So what if I made it able to wrap too, and then even unwrap untangled? And then I also gave it the ability to flex open so it can grab and stand your phone too. So it kind of became a phone accessory as well.
Mhm.
And yeah, that's the origin story of Cord Brick. So we've been launched for about 4 years now, but this is my first time on Grommet. And yeah, we won Product of the Week a couple weeks ago.
Awesome. I have to go back to your origin story for a second. When you said, and first of all, your problem is, I mean, you guys in the chat, who else can relate to that problem? All three of my kids, and they're all off in different places now, but they were all home last weekend. And in their rooms, every one of them deals with that problem where they lose their cord. It goes behind the bed because they can never. And so I had bought off of Amazon some little doohickey thing that I lost the first day because it was so little and it was supposed to stick onto the bed, and it came off the first day. It was just a nightmare. So I had kind of given up on those things. And then I saw you won, and I looked at it and I thought, that is so brilliantly done. I can't wait to see it in person and touch it and use it. But you said you were having this problem and you came up with the idea of a brick. Did you mean like putting a brick on top of it to hold it so it wouldn't fall? What did you mean by that?
Yeah, I mean, at first I kind of did think that it would just be a little silicone brick. I didn't know if I would need extra weight in it. Turns out I did, and then so I added some steel inside the middle, which gives it enough friction combined with the silicone. And so you had also mentioned like the clean look as well of the product is something I think that just fits well on a nightstand. So it's resonated really well with people.
What is the weight of it? Because I wouldn't have even known that steel was inside of it. I
It's
would
about a quarter pound. I've got to overnight you some for sure.
please,
Um,
yes.
yeah, yeah, about a quarter pound, but that's
Okay.
plenty to hold.
Just
It
enough.
has 6 cord channels, so it can keep at least 6 cords on any surface, basically.
I would imagine it's great for travel. Just
Absolutely, yeah. So what we say with traveling is snap, wrap, and then you trap the cord in the other side, and it's locked on the brick because you're trapping it between the two ends that you've wrapped, and then you just unwrap, and it unwraps untangled, and you can do that with a couple cords as well. So yeah, it's really the only cord holder that's meant to stay with your cord wherever you go.
and now, granted, I haven't done research on all the different cord holders that are out there like that, but what I think is the coolest is that the cord wraps around it, because I think we can all relate to those dangling, the dangling and tangled cords, and so that seems to really solve that and take all that excess, so you can wrap it as much or as little as you want, and then tuck that other side in, and so you've got just enough kind of
That's
extra.
right. I say we have 8 uses for the product. And so you can, yeah, you can wrap a cord totally, or you can just shorten a long cord. So like on a countertop, for instance, when the plug is like on the counter and maybe you have a 6 or 10 foot cord, you can just shorten the cord up and just leave a little tip there that you just plug in whenever and save your counter space. Yeah, it can kind of clean up any area, a desktop, a nightstand, a countertop, a car, anywhere you've got cords. Most people do use it for the bedside, I think, is the most common use, but travel is certainly a number one reason people buy it.
Yeah.
And when people do buy it, it comes in this great box and has a little instructional gift card that's kind of visual. So when you gift it, it really does kind of show the user like what they can do with it.
Now, tell me again when you launched it.
We launched in 2021. I started the company in 2020. It took me about a year to develop the product. This is the third iteration of Cord Brick. The first one, the metal in the back was actually exposed, and now it's not. It's completely covered up. So we've made a couple other tweaks and improvements to the product as well. Made it a little heavier,
Yeah.
among some other things.
How many colors?
We've got 8 colors right now.
Okay. Do you just kill it at Christmas time? I mean, what is
Stocking stuffers is the number one keyword for the brand. Yeah, for sure. That was really when we started to blow up. We actually made it on the Today Show last year for stocking stuffers.
Wow.
But yeah, just selling on Amazon and then on the web for that keyword, stocking stuffers, has been a huge boost to our business. I don't think people would really know to search for a cord management tool like this. I mean, it didn't exist. We have a patent on the product. It's just a couple years old, and me being my first invention, didn't really know how to get it out there. So Seeing that people can buy it for a gift and people actually converting on that keyword stocking stuffers has been great.
Yeah. As a parent, I can tell you that's always a challenge, is finding, because you want it to be unique and different, the stocking stuffers, but at the same time useful. So it's not just going to go in the trash after Christmas. So that definitely.
Men are always tough to buy for too, it seems like.
Yes. I loved when you said in the car, because I've got a long one that's, goes down on the grid. Just any place where you can tidy up, you can, get rid of all those cords. Someday, I think we'll look back and we will not believe we ever had cords, but right now they are a pain in all of our rears. That's for sure. Well, so what is your bestseller? What color? Looking at them all right now.
All the colors sell really well. Black probably, just because it's kind of like the safe bet, right? When people are buying for other people. Our charcoal gray sells really good. For the colors, aqua is super popular, and actually the coral, this one is brand new this year, and this has been selling really well.
That looks a little like our peeler wallet.
Yeah, the apricot. I was liking that, actually. Yeah. I gotta get one of those. That's a cool product.
It's great. There it is. Kind of matches.
Yeah, it does. Yeah.
Now, and I'm not seeing the charcoal in the picture. Am I missing it?
Yeah, actually it's the one on the top. The black is kind of down on the right there. Yeah, so it's kind of in between the dark and light gray. So.
Well, it is such a smart design. I can't wait to play with it. I'll probably reach out to you and say, actually, there's 11 uses, because I just like to find more uses.
I didn't have to stop at 8, but we did. So. There's a lot more.
It is really, really great. And clearly it's resonating. I mean, your company's doing amazing, but the Grommet shoppers spoke and they love it, because I think it just does solve a problem in a very simple way that is a problem that we all have and can relate to. Makes our lives a little bit easier. So thank you for being here so much. We so appreciate it. And if you're okay with it, I'd love to give one of yours away as our second giveaway.
Sure.
So cool. So let's do that. Okay, guys, we're going to find out who the second winner is in just a second. Okay. I think I saw Molly in the house. Molly Taylor, you are the winner of a cord brick. Lucky you. You're going to have
two.
Or two. Oh my gosh. Really lucky. So Jen is going to reach out to you, find out what colors you want, what your shipping address is, and get that out to you right away. And if everybody could thank Nick for being here. If anybody has questions for Nick, definitely put that in the chat as well. And the chat can always keep going even when the show's over. So if 2 hours from now you have a question for Nick, you can still go put it in the chat. And I try to go through them at least a couple times tonight, and then again tomorrow, just to make sure everything was answered, so I can always shoot it over to Nick. So again, Nick, thank you so much for being here, and thank you to everybody for joining us tonight. This was really, really fun, and all the makers being here. Really appreciate that. And we will see you guys next week, next Tuesday night. We are doing another special edition. This one's going to be super fun, because this is all about fashion. And I love my fashion. And so believe it or not, Grommet has some very cool fashion products that I'm really excited to see you a little outside of the box. Maybe not always what you would expect, but whether it's fashion accessories or fashion problem solvers or fashion itself. So that's going to be a really fun show next Tuesday night. And then we'll be back on Wednesday. Hopefully the hurricane will be over and my co-host will be back with me to unveil another whole slew of brand new product launches from Grommet. So everyone have a wonderful evening, and I will see you guys next Tuesday night. Bye-bye.